Hi, my name is Martina, and today we're going to learn how to find unemployment rate and labor force in a particular country. So let's start. The problem that we're going to solve is this one. There is 12,000 adults in Finlandia. If 5,000 people are working full-time, 1,000 people working part-time, and 4,000 people are currently not working but have been actively looking for a job in the past 4 weeks, find the labor force and unemployment rate in this country. Okay, so first of all, we need to understand what is the unemployment rate, what is the labor force, and what does that have to do with the number of adults in a particular country. So let me show you what is the best way for you to understand this. Let this circle represent employed people in a country. Employed people are people that have a job, either full-time or part-time, as long as they're paid for their work. There are some other details here that I'm not going to go into right now because we don't need them in order to solve this problem. So let this circle be employed citizens, and let this circle be unemployed. Unemployed people are people who don't have a job but have actively been looking for a job in the past 4 weeks. Those two combined together form so-called labor force. Labor force. Okay. Labor force is a part of the working population. Let this blue circle, be the working population. Working population. And now we have to understand the difference between working population and labor force. So obviously not all people are labor force. People that are a part of a labor force are either employed or unemployed. So we just explained employed people are those working full-time or part-time making profit, and unemployed people are those who don't have a job but have been actively looking for a job in the past 4 weeks. What if they stop looking for a job? What if they don't want to work? For example, stay-at-home moms, they chose not to work. Then they're not going to be a part of a labor force, but a part of the working population. So working population are adults, actually people older than 16 who are not working and have not been looking for a job in the past 4 weeks. And let me just put that little notation here. Older than 16, not looking to work. Okay. And then last circle will be the whole population. So now let's go through the data from our problem. 12,000 adults in Finlandia. Since there's a word adults, that means that 12,000 is going to be our working population. So let me write that down. Working population equals 12,000. If 5,000 people are working full-time, they're going to be a part of our employed circle. 1,000 people working part-time, they're also going to be a part of our employed circle. Actually, I want to put it in red. So employed people are going to be 5,000 working full-time. So 5,000 plus another 1,000 working part-time. They're both part of the employed population. And that equals 6,000. And then we have, let me use orange, unemployed population for people not working but have been looking for a job. That's important because that's how we know that they're in the unemployed group of people. 4,000 unemployed. Okay, and we need to find labor force and unemployment rate in this country. So as we can see from this little drawing here, labor force consists of employed plus unemployed. Employed plus unemployed So that would be 6,000 plus 4,000, which gives us a labor force of 10,000 people. Look at the graph. Employed 6,000, unemployed 4,000, total labor force 10,000. Let me put those numbers in here. 10,000 here. Then we have 6,000 over here and 4,000 over here. It's very clear now what the labor force is. And another question we had was to find the unemployment rate. So unemployment rate is, let me show you in the picture, is unemployed people, what part of the labor force are unemployed. So basically this small orange circle divided by this black circle. Basically you can remember it as a part over whole. So part would be unemployed over whole would be labor force. So small circle over next bigger circle. Unemployment rate, we mark it with a lowercase u equals unemployed over labor force. So part over whole. And since this is a rate, we want it to be in percent. So we're just going to put times 100 in order to get percents immediately. Okay, so unemployed 4,000 over labor force, which is the number that we just got right here, 10,000, or we can look at it from the graph, 10,000 times 100 in order to get percents. And let's calculate this. We can cancel out some zeros to make it easier for ourselves. So then we have 4,000 divided by 100, which gives us 40%. And that would be it. So unemployment rate is 40%, labor force 10,000, and working population was 12,000, which means that we still have 2,000 people that are not looking for work. And that would be it. I hope that you now understand how to find unemployment rate and how to find labor force.